Okay, good, brilliant. Let's start off with the intro and try not to interrupt me so that I don't get.
Alright, sure.
He's very sleepy. I told him he doesn't have to do this week after week to himself, and I kept pushing back the podcast timing, but he manages to ensure that he suffers. Anyway, hello everybody.
I didn't do anything. You laughed.
I know.
You
You know
laughed.
why I laugh? Because I heard your voice. God damn announcer voice. I heard your mind.
I didn't.
I can
didn't
read
even
your
think.
mind.
My mind is so blank right now.
Shut up, Lio. Okay, wait. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the We Are Not Lonely podcast. Today, we're going to be delving into a topic that's particularly dear and near to my heart, which is conspiracy theories. This in
Nice.
particular is going to be about the World Economic Forum, the WEF, for short. No, I don't
WEF
think that.
We're fun.
WEF all these nuts. My friend's sleep deprived.
Sorry about that. No, I'm not. I'm awake.
Yes, you are, Mr. Lio. Okay, listen. So what I have for the agenda is we're gonna explore Agenda 2030. What? You not like that word?
What?
When I said agenda, you like some
There's-
sort of a
There's nothing wrong with agendas, bro.
okay. Except when the agenda is to
agendas are like cool. Unless.
okay.
Unless.
Are you sure about that though? I want you to be very clear about what you just said. You think
Yeah.
agendas are cool?
Well, it depends on the agenda, you know.
Ah, there you go. Okay. So
That's why there's
today,
a word called
yeah.
agenda. You want me to change the word agenda for you again?
I did say that.
Do you want me
I
to
didn't
change
ask
the
you
word?
to. No. Did
No,
I ask
can
you to do
that.
it?
I have poetic license.
No, you don't.
I'll do
Shut
it.
up. Stop
I'll
it.
do it.
Don't. Oh my God. Stop this nonsense. This gorish thing. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, you want to start?
No, I'm not gonna.
I've like-
start. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm practically gonna be like, this whole podcast.
What the fuck, man? Why would you do that
What?
to me?
What do you mean?
Why would you do that to me, dude?
You have such a kind chin, bro.
Nope. Not falling for it.
See,
I am not falling for it.
I wanted to change the topic.
Okay. Why is this over here? Okay.
Has anybody told you that you had a Thanos chin?
Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay.
It's a
So
sort of-
first, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be something like that, dude. I knew it, Lio. Okay. Wait, let me just play it on VLC, right?
You're just making this long so that I have more things to mix and edit.
No.
This piece of
I'm
shit.
ready. I'm ready. I'm playing
Yeah, I've
it.
been
I'm
ready.
playing it. Okay, good. Brilliant. Okay, this is video number 1. I'm gonna be playing it now.
Alright.
Okay? Now playing. Okay, so that was video number 1.
All
I
right.
want to hear your thoughts.
What can I say?
Like, what do you think? Like, do
I
you
mean,
see anything
it's
suspicious? Or
in the surface area. It looks like like a good change.
it looks
Yeah.
like, oh, very reasonable stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
this
reasonable
it
stuff,
sounds like an
and-
idea. Oh, wow,
But
not
there's-
bad, wonderful.
But I'd imagine there is some sort of agenda.
Yeah, there is. So
Um,
you wanna unpack agenda with this champion conspiracy theorist? Would you like to? Shall we do it?
Champion conspiracy. Who's this?
I'm an expert. It's me. It's me.
Oh, you're an expert.
Yeah.
If you're a conspiracy theorist, that means you have too much free time.
I used to. This was back when I used to have the time to do all that, all that
Get
research,
burned.
quote unquote.
Did anyone tell you that you have a kind chin?
Take your chin and stick it in your nuts, dude. Respectfully. This is the sleep deprived. Let's begin, okay?
Okay.
The first thing, you will own nothing and you'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. So, like, the only way that's gonna happen is either prices rise so fucking high that nobody except the rich can afford to own anything, or they abolish private property, which is why you own nothing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
but it doesn't-
like having like real estate would be a crime then, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a very interesting. I wonder if they're gonna implement that. I wonder how they would do it. I think they would have to
good
start
question.
with like abolishing the president and the prime minister, whatever, a format that we all have, right? And they're gonna have like a few people, instead of every country having one person leading them. It's gonna be like
Okay.
a few people, because that I think like that has been predicted, right? Like only a few
Global
people,
New
like,
World Order is gonna come up.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
only a few people is gonna kind of like, quote unquote, like help make our choices or whatever. I've heard about that. But yeah, the thing is, like, when you told me about the World Economic Forum, that's the first time I've heard of it. And I looked it up, and our boy Bill Gates was one of the founders.
Yeah. Well.
And I was
there
like,
you go.
oh, okay, that's cool.
Explains a lot, doesn't it already?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, like that's interesting. That is so interesting.
Yeah.
But I feel like
So,
like
yeah.
it could be like, okay, so I feel like every organization like starts with good intentions, but I don't know. It's kind of sus to me.
I don't know, man. We went over this in the last.
Oh yeah,
thing,
definitely. But I think
right?
like
Bill
he's-
Gates is.
Yeah, he's really weird, man. He's hella
sus, man. Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
And he's
first
very
one,
low
like,
key
there
too,
you go.
unless you follow his shit, right? He's very like low key, and he makes sure that things that get out the media is only like good things.
I mean, like he's on every news channel speaking about how vaccines are important.
Oh yeah,
which-
definitely.
Which I mean, kind of makes sense, but like untested.
No, vaccines are like important, but like for
How is he an expert on vaccines?
yeah,
That's my
yeah,
question.
yeah. So like,
why is Bill Gates
the
an
thing
expert?
is, like, vaccine is cool if it's like well tested,
yeah.
but like not just like any vaccine, bro. You can't just take. They're like,
And stick
oh
it in your scrot.
yeah, you can't just stick that in your scrot, bro.
Yeah, but like yeah. So let's move
Or
away from
your
this particular topic because it's a
PP.
dangerous
Let's
thing.
just call
you know?
it a PP from now. That's
PP strong.
no, yeah, that would be like private parts, so that it's
Okay.
very inclusive for everything. Anyway,
Okay. PP strong.
PP strong.
So you can't just take PP strong and stick it in your PP, man. Like
You can't just do
it
that.
doesn't just because like the richest man in the world says, "Oh, we all need PP strong. Take PP strong. It's good for your PP." It does not make sense.
Funny
bro.
it's funny that when a rich person says something, it's kind of like people take it as it's like a valid opinion.
Yeah, I mean there are several people who actually do that. That's true. Yeah, That's
and like
happening.
celebrities. That's why celebrities do all this like awareness shit, because they know that they're like influential. That is so interesting to me, dude. That is
It's
very
just
interesting
hero
to me.
worship,
That
bro.
theory, you know.
We're sheep and we follow anything.
Yeah, not everyone though. When
Not
people
everyone, no
like
doubt,
when
no
people
doubt. Mm.
know that everything is a simulation.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So I would
Yeah.
imagine like you won't like you rent stuff and you can order stuff, right?
But you can't own anything.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't own
exactly,
anything.
exactly.
It's not
You can't
yours.
own
It's not your
anything,
personal
so
property.
I would
You
imagine
can't, like,
Amazon would be like playing like a huge part in that, don't you think?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because
dude.
like the
these
drone
shoes,
thing,
these
right?
shoes loaned. They're loaned to you. If you destroy it, you're gonna spend the rest of your life
That
working
is
in an
so
Amazon
interesting, bro.
warehouse.
We're already
Imagine that.
trying to figure out this like subscription base that we have, which is income tax, and
Huh?
and then
What?
and then now like they're gonna make things like so much worse
Yeah.
if it comes to pass, you know. Whatever.
I mean, just why would we not want to own like the only freaking thing?
yeah,
like I
so
said, right?
that's what I said. We're like having real estate would be a crime, you know,
Yeah.
which is.
But then again, right? Obviously, if there is someone who we have to rent it from,
they'll be from them, right?
it'll be from them. The
Yeah,
rich.
exactly. Which is that is so it's just like the hypocrisy.
You can't have private property. We can.
Yeah, the hypocrisy, bro. That is so interesting, dude.
Yeah.
That is so interesting to me.
So this you'll own nothing and you'll be happy has become like sort of a rallying call against like the World Economic Forum, right? Because
I
like,
think
you
some
know,
people would be for that, because like when you don't have like stuff, right? And people who
You
are
have
not
nothing
well
to
off,
lose.
I think they'll be for that. And I think
That's
they're
where
like
socialism
playing
started.
on that, you know? That's what
yeah,
it seems
yeah,
like.
yeah, exactly,
Which is so
exactly.
interesting.
So that's what they did when like the early socialist things started popping up, right? That's what they did. So they'd go around to these towns and they'd go approach the most poor people over there and they start giving them like all these socialist ideas. You know, the reason that you're not rich is because those guys stole all the money from you, forgetting the fact that, you know, all of these people were serfs and this is the first time in their life that they're starting to own something, right?
Yeah.
This is like a history lesson, like, and immediately, you know, all of these people would rebel. They'd kill the top freaking farmers in pretty much every town because they'd be the wealthiest. It'd be like the wealthiest have stolen all their money from you. It's actually your money, all that nonsense. Proletariat rise, eat the rich, all that nonsense. And
Yeah.
they ended up killing all of the good farmers and they ended up in famine.
That is
'Cause-
that is
yeah.
so crazy to me, dude.
We're
That is
repeating
so-
history, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we didn't
It's-
really like stray away that far from history.
China,
be honest.
kind of, you know.
Like we say, like all
China
this
did something
democracy and all
similar.
this, like we'll have a president, prime minister. It's still the same for format, but like a little less, like more lenient. You know, the format is still the same. You know, we didn't like really stray away from it.
No, I mean, yeah, to
Bro,
be
the
fair,
prime
but-
minister makes the choices for us. To remember the demonetization, nobody fucking asked for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's like it's the same shit, bro. Like if he wants to implement it, like he's gonna do it. You know, so it's like
But like to be fair, the prime minister does need to be elected, and you know there's a
Oh,
upper
yes.
house, lower house, and if the
Dog shit.
opposition has a decent amount of people in if the opposition has a decent majority, they can prevent unnecessary things going through the lower house and the upper house and all of that. You know, but like you
so
know,
you're
the
telling
only
me that there's not one
unconstitutional-
person pulling the strings? Interesting. We're talking about conspiracies here.
See, I'm just saying.
Because that okay, our prime minister is fucking dog shit. He's so dumb. Okay, and I feel like there's someone who's making him less dumb.
Okay, so
That's what it seems to me.
okay,
at least.
so like the options were Modi or Rahul Gandhi, right? And like Rahul Gandhi, like just for like clarity's sake, this is the guy who said, we'll make a machine Okay, and this is from an election rally. This is the guy who would have become the prime minister.
It was a very
country.
famous clip, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, like we'll make a machine. I'm translating from Hindi. We'll make a machine. You put aloo in its butthole,
Potatoes.
and gold will come out. Yeah, you put potatoes in its butthole, and gold will come out of its mouth.
Wait, he didn't say like potatoes in the butthole. Okay, he said, we put potatoes,
you put
in,
one side, and gold will come out of the other. So you either feed it.
Imagine someone makes that, and he's not so stupid after all.
Bro.
I mean, it could
Surely,
be
dude.
possible. Is it
Surely,
possible
dude.
to like?
I just
create,
dropped my bottle of water
to
because
change
the nonsense that you came up with.
You were saying? No, I didn't hear you.
I dropped my bottle of water because you
yeah.
just said, "What if someone makes it and then Rahul
Yeah, I
Gandhi
mean,
will
like
not be stupid?"
if somebody makes it, then he's not so stupid after all. Like he would
If
just
he
be like,
makes it, he won't be stupid.
like he would just be like a forward thinker.
Like Bill Gates. Bill
Yeah,
Gates,
Bill
forward
Gates.
thinker,
Bill Gates is
warned
pretty
us
forward.
about the pandemic.
He's a huge advocate for like population control and shit. Okay, we'll
Oh,
get
yeah,
onto
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
We'll get
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that in another video. It's
We'll get there.
fucking
We'll get
wild.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
He's like a
Oh, but-
whole another topic, like a whole 10 episode.
He's an entire
podcast.
podcast. Yeah.
He's
a
a
several
fucking one arc,
podcast
bro.
freaking series. Yeah.
Anime arc, like one whole anime arc.
Bill Gates. Okay, so going through this, right? The 8 predictions, not like what I think.
Hello?
What they've done is they've
Hello?
taken something really freaking outrageous, like
No, I didn't hear you the
Um,
first one. I didn't hear
sorry,
you the
what?
first one. Going
What
through
didn't you
through
hear?
this what?
going through
got
these
cut off.
predictions.
You're getting
Oh,
cut
my
off,
bad.
dude.
Why?
I have no idea.
Why am I getting cut off? My
Like not
internet
like
is
cut off, like your voice just it's like Discord is like
Fluctuating.
cutting your voice.
We're getting censored by Tencent.
Anyway,
I
Tell
think we
me.
might be cutting into their profit margins. Okay, so there are 8 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Among the 8 points, only one really stands out, which is you'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Point number 2, I mean, the decline of the West, particularly the US.
I
is
find the
kinda
carbon footprint, like
obvious.
paying for the carbon foot, like you
Yeah,
know, to
yeah,
use
yeah.
carbon, like you
I
know,
wanna
emit
get
carbon,
there.
like that is so interesting to me.
I
That
want
is
to
so
get there
interesting
slowly.
because like
Can we,
Cause like okay, you still
can
like
we go through
pollute
one
the
by
earth.
one place? Can we
'Cause,
go
like-
through one by one place?
Okay.
Place. I want you to save your outrage and just explode in like one glorious shower of to the end.
Golden shower. What?
Whatever showers you want, man. Golden, other substances, bodily fluids, whatever you want. Okay. So
What?
the second point. Okay. Point number 1 is you'll own nothing. You'll be happy. Point number 2 talks about how the US will not be the leading superpower.
Yeah, that is inevitable.
That's inevitable. Like fallen things of civilization, the rise and fall of civilizations. Yeah, it's a cycle.
I like how
3
you call it a civilization. That's interesting.
I mean, it's kind of true though. Anyway, 3 transplanting organs will be able to 3D print organs, which is pretty cool.
I mean,
So
isn't that like isn't that already a thing? Or
it's
no?
a thing. It's a thing.
It's a thing
Yeah,
already,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So number 4, you'll eat much less meat.
Oh, the vegans.
Okay. Now I see. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm vegetarian. Have I ever advocated or pontificated or had this moral freaking discussion? Oh, I'm better than you because I'm
Yeah,
vegetarian.
it
Have
does
we ever
every
had
single
that?
time, guys. Like,
Hey,
it's
shut the
like so
fuck up and
crazy.
stop lying, Mr. Liar. Why do you do this, man? Why do you do this? Just be contrarian for contrarian's sake. Why the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm just trying to like.
Oh my god,
trying to
you
mess
drama
with it.
queen, dude. I
Trying to mess
know. Right, like, but like, seriously, right? Have we
Oh,
ever
but
done this?
I've had
Yeah.
like vegetarian / vegan friends who tells me to go, you know, put me
For the
in
moral
the,
reasons.
yeah. So for you know, and they would like explain while you know I don't want to say anything, but like when you have like a bag that is made out of cows and shit. Like I can't take you like seriously, you know what I mean? Like
I was wearing a cloth belt throughout university, you know. Just
like,
FYI.
I can't take you like seriously, bro. Like when it's so like the hypocrisy. That's gonna be my line.
Yeah, yeah.
The
That's a
hypocrisy.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I just don't. You know, like when I'm like done with everyone, like you know that I just don't talk and I just be like.
You just like, you
I just
you
drift
squint
away.
at them.
I just
You
drift
just
away
squint at
from
them like
reality.
judgmentally. Like, huh. So if I play Valorant with Jet, I think do you also and but like this seems like you eat much less meat. Kind of seems like it's like you're gonna eat less meat. You are because we tell you to because you'll be eating insects and that's coming later, right? But yeah, number 4 is kind of sus because whatever said and done at the end of the day, like it's their personal choice, dude. Right? What they eat is their personal choice. All right, subject to the availabilities and the laws of the land. Okay. Number 5, this whole 5 billion people will be displaced by climate change. Kind of sus. Okay.
That is Bill Gates.
Look at
That point
this.
is like he came from Bill Gates.
We'll
He's
have
like,
to do a
he's
better
like, show me
job.
the thing that you're gonna put on the thing. I'm like, oh, like you need to put this. Write it down. Right now.
No. Write it.
He's like so obsessed with that shit, you know.
Look at this though. We'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees because people are being displaced because of climate change. So that again, it's telling countries what to do, sovereign countries. Hey, you better take refugees in, no? Because global warming.
I mean, there's not like I don't think there's anything wrong with like taking in like refugees and shit, but it's just like the agenda, you know. What is it that they're trying to achieve here?
So I mean,
it's-
hopefully we come to a conclusion towards the end of it. But
I
we'll
don't
go
think
over
we
this.
will. We're just gonna leave it open ended.
I'll come to a conclusion. You
I'll
can do
leave
whatever
it
you want.
open-ended.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'll be the judge of that. Have you watched that clip? Okay, anyway.
Okay. So polluters have to pay for carbon dioxide. You
Yeah,
wanna
that
talk
point,
about this? Yeah.
it interests me so much. Cause like
It.
the companies who are like fucking up the environment, and anyway, they have so much money they're gonna pay for it anyway, dude. So it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point of like having like, bro, like imagine like you're just like paying for it. Okay, it's not like they're gonna stop because they're gonna like find a way to fucking like like get back that money, you know.
But
Like okay,
that's not what they're gonna do.
we pay for
right?
the thing and then we pollute the
that's-
environment anyway. So there's no
Yeah.
point of like
Yeah.
saying like even like it's just like it's kind of like if you don't look into it like in depth,
The
right?
details. Yeah.
Then like everyone's gonna be that's a good thing, you know?
I
No,
know,
it's
I
not,
know.
bitch. It's the same fucking shit, and I'm pissed
Different
about
asshole.
that. That is so fucking stupid, dude. Nobody understands this. That the major
The major
my-
polluters.
yeah, the major
pollution
polluters are
is caused
just a
by like
few
10% of
fucking
the
companies,
companies.
dude.
Yeah.
So it's
and they
like-
put it on personal responsibility. Stop using plastic straws. Walk to the supermarket instead of using your car.
just
and whereas
fucking,
like at the same time,
just
like
drink water out
BPs,
of a fucking
they just
glass, bitch. Shut up.
they-
My God, that pissed me
they
off
just
so much.
spraying like fuel into the freaking ocean. The big companies, the oil spills. And they have the audacity, the fucking gall to tell me to drink water with a steel straw.
Yeah, just fucking drink with a glass of water, bro. It's not that hard. We've been doing it for years.
Like 2 years ago, I had like a very angry rant about this. Do you remember? I saw some idiot like share some dog shit fucking take, right?
Yeah, I mean, those takes are not even a take because they probably stole it from someone else. It's just like
No, they shared a freaking video, dude. They shared a video, dude.
all right. So the carbon emission thing, right? Like, I think they just put it so that everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's
They're
good.
doing something good
yeah,
for
yeah,
humanity.
Yeah, like that's a good thing.
Look
you
at
know?
this. Yeah.
So, oh my God, this infuriates me. It's not even a conspiracy theory at this point.
At this point, yeah, dude, like
I'm
it's
just
fucking
infuriated
annoying.
by these points.
Okay, so like
unsettling
global
my
price.
scroll.
Here's
You know what
another
that
thing that
means?
they might do. Yeah, it's not a good thing.
No, you know what that means when my scroll is unsettled. That means your scroll is unsettled.
Oh no, my
We have-
scrote is fine. Stop.
we have linked
Stop this.
scrote, what?
Stop this theory of linked scrotes, man. Like I didn't agree to this. I didn't consent. Okay, why'd you link your scrote? Like why?
It's the truth. That's the
It's
truth.
not the truth. I am the truth. Okay, listen. The other issue with this, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
think about this. They already have this green freaking thing happening around thing where they have something called net carbon emissions.
Okay.
Okay, so what they do is like they have a bunch of companies who are polluting a lot. They will adopt, like, quote unquote, adopt a certain amount of land and they will plant trees. And they say, because of this, our net carbon emissions come to zero.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they have the money to just, like, you know, adopt land and plant stuff there.
Okay.
And be like, hey, look, we're doing green thing. We planted trees. We're taking care of so many trees. Trees remove this much carbon from the atmosphere. You know, therefore, we put out this much carbon into the atmosphere, and the trees that we planted remove this much carbon. So therefore, we are carbon negative.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So obviously, what this is gonna do, right? It's gonna fall onto the consumers because everything's gonna have a carbon price.
Oh, bro, like imagine, right? So we're
You wanna
not
buy a
allowed
computer?
to like own land, right? Coming back to the first
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So they're gonna find some bullshit reason that, oh, we need to plant trees.
So give us your land.
Yeah, give us your land.
So give us your
like
land.
you don't care about the environment? Like they're gonna give us that bullshit, dude.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so interesting, dude. That
See
is
how
so crazy,
everything
dude.
comes together? Yeah, this is just like 8 predictions for the world, dude. So this is one thing that might happen, right? And they'll push off everything onto the consumers. So when you want to buy something, like let's say if you want to rent an apartment, you'll have to pay a carbon footprint because you know you have to travel to your job, and using that you'll have to use a car or something, and because of that there's a carbon footprint. When you want to buy some yogurt, you have to pay a carbon fucking tax. You see how this goes. You see how this goes.
Yeah, so
Follow
that
it
means
down the
there's
logical
gonna be
consumption.
another department with a whole bunch of people. So it's new jobs, and they're gonna be like, oh, this is gonna create
Fuck.
like new jobs and all of that.
Yeah.
They're gonna cover with all this bullshit, bro. I'm calling it right now. Oh, we're gonna create all these new jobs, so you pay all this stuff. So it means like we need more, humans to like work on this shit. Oh, we're creating new jobs.
Who will
And
take all your money?
That is so interesting, man.
And
My brother warned me about this, and
Oh, no.
I laughed at it
and like,
because he's kind of.
I warned you about this too. Hey, why is it only your brother who's getting the credit? I did this too.
It's different when he does it because he does it with a sound mind. When you did it, you were just screaming in pain
I had
and
crazy
agony.
eyes. I had crazy eyes.
Yeah,
But
I
like
had
to be
crazy
fair,
eyes.
like all of this stuff is like stuff that I predicted, man. You know what it was? The pain of seeing humanity go through this shit. The pain of seeing a carbon price. That's what the pain was.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't understand my pain.
Okay, bro.
Okay, moving on. Number 7 seems kind of tame.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll be moving to space. But like if you think about it, life on Earth is going to be so fucked up. People are going to be like, you know what? I will travel. How many years does it take to get to Mars, dude?
It takes a while.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
I will travel months, years to get away from this dog shit planet.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to Mars.
I mean, you'd have to like sacrifice your weight, your height, like your bones
Yeah.
would be stretched out and shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Your balls
Yeah,
stuck
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
They pass that down one by one. Oh
Anyway.
my god, yeah.
Yeah.
So number 8, it's gonna be like, clearly they just freaking talking about the collapse of the West. Western values will have been.
It's
tested
so
to the
crazy
breaking
that
point.
it's like in they start and their offices are in like Switzerland, right, or something.
Mm.
That is so crazy.
Klaus Schwab, yeah. I think he's from the Swiss or something. Yeah.
I like
Swiss,
Swiss knives. They're pretty neat.
Okay, so here's
Can't believe
so
they've
that's
done this.
part 1, right?
These
Yeah,
are
that's
just
part
conspiracy
one.
theories, by the way, guys. Just to,
Just
like, clear-
conspiracy theories.
But you know,
But, like, if you find everything to be
find
accurate 10
something
years from
interesting,
now-
you know, you can just like look through yourself. But we'll try to like cover as much as we can in this short amount of
We'll do our
time.
best. We'll do our
But yeah.
best. Okay. So now I'm going to be talking about the most recent Klaus Schwab video
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of doing the rounds on thing.
Okay.
Just check, open up your Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to unmute.
Yeah.
And now playing.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us. by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the states of the world. But two conditions are necessary. The first one is that we act all as stakeholders of larger communities, that we serve not our only self-interests, but we serve the community. That's what we call stakeholder responsibility. And second, that we collaborate. This is the reason why you find many opportunities here during the meeting to engage into very action and impact-oriented initiatives to make progress related to specific issues.
Okay, you saw that, right?
That is interesting. That is an interesting take.
The future is not just happening, it is built by us.
Yeah, he keeps saying us, and he's like, two condition. The first one is like we act as a, so he said we act as a stakeholder. So people might think that it's just all of us, but it's just the fucking World Economic Forum acting as a stakeholder. That is so interesting. It's just like more backwards, like it, but they're like covered up with like some nice makeup and huge badonkadonks.
I don't know.
They're trying to no, my brain is like kind of fried, so yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, so that is wow, that is interesting, like the way he like phrased those words, and also like with his accent, not like making fun of anything. It's like pretty like
sounds like a Bond villain.
Yeah, he does sound like a Bond villain, dude. That is so crazy, dude. Damn, just imagine, dude. We act as a, he said we act as a stakeholders for these communities. And not only acting not only acting on our self-interest, but like for the community, right?
Yeah.
He said not only acting on our self-interest. What is that? What does that mean?
Personal self-interest.
Yeah, but what does that mean though? What are they gonna do? I'm kind of scared for these people. Not the World Economic Forum, the like all these communities. What are they gonna?
Oh, this guy is part of the Bilderberg group, man.
What's that? Build the Bear? Did you just say build the Bear?
Bilderberg.
Ah, okay. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so his wife. One second. I'm just checking his Holocaust Center. Schwab, bracket Rothschild. This guy's part of the Rothschilds, dude.
Okay. Wait, I've heard of the Rothschild.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just heard of it. No comment.
They were one of the richest families back in the past. Yeah. No, that was the Rockefellers.
Bro, imagine the end of the podcast. So the podcast is sponsored by the World Economic Forum.
We'd like to have a shout out to the World Economic Forum. Bill Gates, Microsoft. Thanks, fam. Thanks for the money for doing.
So funny, dude.
Shit. Oh my god! If that ever happens, I just want our listeners to know that we've been replaced by androids.
Yeah, we've been replaced by androids. Or
we
like
will never be sponsored.
Synthetic humans, because you know they're making organs. Why not humans too?
Where's Klaus?
I mean, cloning is a thing, right? It is a thing.
Marianne Schwab.
Nobody. Okay, you know what the funny thing is? Just going on just a slight tangent. Like cloning is a thing.
Yeah, but they stopped it.
Because of ethical what?
Because of ethical reasons.
Just because it's not out in the everybody's eye doesn't mean like the government is doing like some secret shit.
You know what? I'm just giving them the benefit of the
doubt. Have you heard of the stop being the devil's advocate? That's my job.
What?
That is my job.
You can be the devil's advocate and no one has a problem with it. I play the devil's advocate and everybody loses their mind.
Exactly.
That doesn't seem very fair.
Because you're not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do it. You're supposed to be the smart, smart one. And I'm supposed to be the one who's going like, no. What if, but you gotta understand what they're, that's me. That's my job.
You gotta understand that Genshin is a company that makes profits.
Yeah,
it's a profit-making company, and therefore $500 million is not enough for a single banner.
You know what the funny thing? Just before I woke up, I had this dream where
Okay.
M Dash is reviewing a Honkai
Yeah,
Star
lad.
Rail, and he's like, I was
Oh,
wrong
shit.
about this game.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I was like, why did I
Oh
have
my
that
God.
dream? That is so interesting.
Mm.
Because weren't even talking about Genshin like that. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay, so but, like-
that is so like
That video, yeah. So let's look at the other parts that are kind of sauce, right, in the entire thing. Like he talks about, we want to be beholden to our larger stakeholders. We want to act on the basis of the community. And, Dr. Jordan Peterson has said something really freaking valid about this, right? Beware people who claim that they are working for the interest of everybody. Alright, because if a single person stands up and opposes them, they're like, who are you to oppose everybody's benefit?
yeah. That
Right,
is
but-
gonna be so
yeah.
interesting to
Yeah.
like. Damn.
Because everybody is like, you can't define everybody,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
because
yeah,
you can't-
exactly,
You pick out
exactly.
one person out of thing, it's not
Bro,
everybody.
who you gonna like if you think right, if you think
Uh-huh.
in a sense of like benefiting you, right? Who are you gonna
Mm-hmm.
go for? People who's like giving you food, right? And
Or-
and the dude who just came to you and tells you facts, they're not gonna hear that shit, bro. It's
Yeah,
like-
people don't like facts, bro.
yeah, they're not gonna hear
They
that.
like their feelings.
The truth, they don't like
Yeah.
to hear that. So they're
Yeah.
like, okay, he's giving me food.
Fuck
Why-
it.
Who are you?
I don't
to,
care
like,
if the
you
food
know?
has insects.
Like
at
my
least he's
life was
feeding
like
me.
so like because that's why they're like focusing on the people who are like not well off. So they're like, okay,
Yeah.
my life hasn't been good. Like he's been giving me food. Like you're just coming here to like snatch that away from me. Who are you? You know? That's gonna
Bro,
be
like, they-
so interesting. Damn.
They're gonna give them food with insects in it. And I'm not even kidding about that because
To
that's
be
the
fair,
topic of
some
the next
insects
video.
has like really high protein.
Okay, bro, like no
That's-
doubt
that's
about
for
that.
Another,
but
that's for another thing, bro. Think about it, right? They're gonna create some bullshit excuse for that, like what I said for the land. We need to build trees, so you give us your land, right? So they're gonna create some bullshit shit that people can't
My
really
friend.
refute.
my friend, you're kidding. I know you're like being like oh thing, but just check out the video that I'm gonna be playing now. Just check it out.
Okay.
You think you're like it's gonna happen sometime in the future, but no, my friend, it's already happening. Look at the source. It's Reuters. Reuters
I don't know what that is.
They're like a very well-respected organization,
Okay, fuck that.
particularly in news, right? So just check it out. Check it out. Saw that? Yeah. It's to quote Klaus Schwab, the future is not just happening; it's being built by us. I didn't want to do
Interesting.
the
That is
accent because you
interesting.
said no, right? So you spoke about insects coming up in food. It's already happening. See, I understand that insects are an integral part of certain cultures and their diets, right? But to force this on people, a lot of people are very against this.
Oh yeah, I think like if you don't want to eat it, just don't eat it. But if you're like, if they're forcing, I mean, see, if they're like having this like whole shebang of like, okay, we're gonna be the stakeholders of the thing. I mean, I would imagine there's gonna be some rules, right, that you have to abide by. So and one of them is gonna be that. And if you don't wanna like eat it, then people should be forced to, you know.
But you see that we have to do this for the global community.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, they're
the
gonna,
good of all
like
people.
I said, they're gonna create some like bullshit excuse to, you know, like justify whatever they're doing, you know. Oh
Let's say,
yeah,
what
I
if
need to
there's
like,
a
you
food
know,
shortage?
just to give you an extreme example. Oh, I
What if
have
there's
to
a food
tickle your
shortage?
butthole. It's for the betterment for the. You know what I mean?
I'm giving like actual reasons.
Giving you like
I was giving an actual reason that might be a
I'm just
reason
saying,
why
like,
people start eating insects.
just to
I'm
make
like,
it like a little
how
bit
do you force people to
hearted,
eat?
right? Okay, I need to like tickle your buttholes, and
Wow.
it's for the.
If
know,
you don't
it's
want me to tickle your butthole,
it's
eat the
for,
insect.
It's to make the place more greener.
If you don't want me to tickle your butthole, eat the insect.
Yeah, exactly. So it's interesting.
It's for the good of the community.
Don't do that accent. I told you this in the
my
beginning
bad.
of the podcast.
Look at this guy censoring me.
I'm not censoring anything. I want to put it.
Okay, so Klaus Schwab wants us to eat insects. They want us to own nothing, and that we'll be happy. You know that it's not gonna stop here. They're gonna be like, cockroaches are very easily found everywhere. You can find them in your house. All you have to do is live in squalor.
Yeah, you
Fuck,
don't find
sorry about
shit
that.
like that in my room though.
Yeah,
I fucking annihilate that.
that's
shit
what I
as
said.
soon as I see it.
Squalor means dirt and disgust. Obviously, you're very clean person.
I'm not very clean, but I'm relatively okay-ish. I have my shit together.
Yeah. So that's World Economic Forum.
Yeah,
Couple of ideas that
I
they've
think
got.
because I feel like they're not really in the like limelight like that, so they're gonna keep
because
working
everybody was watching
from-
about
you know,
watching
like
the Johnny
you know
Depp
when like
trial.
people like any artist, they would do like, you know, all this like crazy promos, and if the song is fucking dog shit, they're gonna keep the labels, keep like, you know, paying the radios, paying everything to like, you know, play the song over and over and over and over and over and over and over again
right.
until
it falls
everyone
into
starts fucking
consciousness,
humming
yeah.
the song. It happened to
Yeah.
a lot of songs like that.
Okay.
But for them, they're gonna do the complete opposite. They're gonna work in the shadows. They're gonna
Yeah.
still have all these videos up, and in the surface area, it's gonna look like one of those infomercials, you know, or like infographic
Oh look,
stuff.
we are building a better world.
Yeah, a better world, a
For
better
all of
future. You know,
humanity.
when you look at the surface of it, it's gonna be like, oh, like when you just glance through the video, right? When you play the first few seconds of the video, oh, it's gonna be like, oh, it's one of those videos, you know? Yeah, well, what is this? Like an NGO? What is this? UNESCO?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's gonna look like one of those, you know? What is this like WHO, like giving us guidelines on the new virus or whatever, you know? It looks like that, the video, right? It looks like a, you know, very corporate infographic, you know, like video. But like if you like deeper, there's like so many crazy shit. That is so much crazy shit, bro.
Interesting. Bro, like, I don't know, man, like, what's gonna happen. Like, well, no, actually, I do know what's gonna happen. The interesting thing is, right, like, 2030, they have this agenda called Agenda 2030, which is part of what all of this is about. So they're trying to push, like, certain things that they want accepted globally by the year 2030. And part of that is this whole disarming the population, removing their ability to, you know, hold products.
I'm just
to
like
own
imagining
products.
all the memes that's gonna come out.
Already, dude. Like, you should go to Reddit and just
No,
check the
like
memes, yeah.
just like memes coming out after everything just goes down. It's so crazy
of
that,
course-
you know, even though like we are against with this idea, like there are gonna be some rules that we kind of have to follow. That's gonna
In the
be
interest of
that's
national
gonna be,
security,
like,
of
that's
course.
gonna be so interesting.
See, though, I think one of the more interesting things, right? I was gonna say something. Fuck, I forgot because stopped talking and then like I lost that train of thought. Shit,
The
It's
train
gone.
is gone.
train is gone. It has departed.
It has departed. It bye-byed you.
Yep.
Yeah, so guys, so this podcast is sponsored by the
Shut up. We have one more video. Wait. One more video and then we can tell
Yeah.
them about our sponsorship.
We don't have sponsors.
Yeah. Who'd be crazy enough to sponsor us? Oh shit. Sorry about that. Okay,
Scroll down
so-
wheel.
Wait. First, like this is just the intro. I don't want the intro. I'm gonna play it. I'm playing it now. Fuck. Okay. So this is Klaus Schwab on the left, and on the right you have I think Sergey Brin, or one of the co-founders of Google.
Okay.
Brin, yeah, Sergey Brin. There you go, right? And they're discussing something called transhumanism,
Mm-hmm.
which is like adding computer parts to humans. Watch.
advancing very fast. But can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
I think that is imaginable. I think I think you can imagine that. You can imagine, well, you're going to be sort of transplanted into the internet, so to
True.
speak, to live forever in a digital realm. You can imagine that you just in your biological incarnation are going to live to be some very long age.
Okay. So that's their discussion goes on much longer than that, and this is like the end of like the videos that I have prepared for this topic.
Okay,
but-
so that
Mm.
okay. Before you say anything,
Yeah.
that is literally from the Bible. Okay, that is yeah. So you're gonna have the mark of the devil, and people who don't have the I'm not like quoting it. They would they won't
Mark
have
of the
access to
beast.
like the facilities or whatever, unless you have So it's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of people have like theorized there's gonna be a chip in your hand or whatever.
They're talking about a chip in the brain, and just like for reference, Elon Musk is planning the first thing of Starlink, right? I think. Wait, what's the thing that he calls his brain thing? Elon Musk brain chip.
That's mostly to like treat like brain stuff or like to figure out,
Bro, that's how it's gonna start.
No, I
Neuralink,
mean,
Neuralink, not
the
Starlink.
Neuralink
Neuralink
for now
yeah.
is just that. It doesn't have the power to like do what they're, like to link your shit, It doesn't have the thing to do it yet, at least.
Yet.
Yeah.
You know where things start, dude. Like, remember where computers were in 2020? Remember where phones were in 2020?
2020,
2000s.
2000s. Yeah.
Do you remember? Like, they were like, small block phones, black and white.
I have a theory on that.
Okay, let's hear your theory.
My theory is the advancement of like phones and computers was so like, if you look at the graph, it's like, steady, and all of a sudden like whoop, it went fucking crazy, right? I was thinking that maybe
There's alien.
somebody found an alien technology and they reverse engineered it. I don't know.
That's a possibility. I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, it's a theory,
Hmm.
It's just a theory
So
that
this
I
also
have.
brings us to the World Economic Forum thing, point number 7, 8 predictions for 2030, where they talk about, hey, we might be searching for alien life. That's another thing that they mentioned there. But yeah, dude, so this is what the World Economic Forum is planning. And suffice it to say, it really unsettles my scrot because
If
remember
that
I was
unsettles
talking
your
to you.
scrot, that means it unsettles my scrot.
Oh my
Damn.
god. Our scrots are not connected.
Scrot
Why do you
link.
keep telling
The
people
scrot
that?
link,
No.
bros.
No.
Yeah.
The scrots are not connected. No. Why do you do this to me? Oh my god.
Did anybody tell you that you had a kind chin? You have a kind chin?
Shut up.
Just humor me.
No.
Just humor me.
What kind of shit?
The kind of chin that I want to lay these nuts on.
Oh my god.
Yay! I did a these
my
nuts
God.
joke.
Oh my god.
This is getting sad.
Yeah, it's getting sad. It's getting disgusting. So yeah, dude, like getting back, if we have to think, right? So they're planning some things for the world. They want to implement a lot of things by 2030. 2030 is a very instrumental date, by the way. It was the subject of my entire thesis for my course, for my astrology course, right? Like, and I'm not the only one who is pointed out 2030 onwards as being a very tumultuous time. Several people have. So I don't know, Agenda 2030, World Economic Forum with all this nonsense, and then they come up with this whole 2030 onwards is going to be a very tumultuous time for humanity. And you know, you can, I'm not an artist, but I can connect some dots. I mean, I am an artist and I can connect some dots. Why did I say I'm not an artist?
Yeah, so this whole episode is just, you know, just some information
It's just
for
a
you guys
conspiracy
to
theory.
peruse, you know? It's
Yeah.
nothing, it's nothing, you know?
Yeah.
It's just to
10 years
peruse.
later, when all this shit breaks loose, I will be like, I predicted this nonsense.
Yeah,
10
just to
years ago.
peruse.
Check my podcast.
Just-
Do it.
Just to peruse, you know?
Do it.
Also, this podcast is sponsored by the world.
You can't even lie, dude.
That was a lie. That was a lie. Don't worry about it. Nobody's sponsored.
We're not
the
sponsored
podcast,
by
so,
anybody.
yeah.
Definitely not sponsored by Microsoft and Bill Gates. You think if we were sponsored, we'd be doing audio only? At least we'd hire a
We'd be,
video
like,
editor and buy some
full
cameras.
video and everything. I'll be moved out. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd have like our own studio and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're not
It's
sponsored.
fine.
We're doing
Baby
this
steps.
shit through the sweat of our scrot.
Baby steps, yeah. So if your scrot is sweating, that means mine is sweating.
Oh shit.
Because our scrot link. Scrot link, bros!
Oh my god. Okay, so you want to do the outro? Please do the outro. I don't think I can.
Yeah, so it's just there's the whole episode is just, you know, we're just like theorizing some stuff, and you can just peruse, you can do your own, you know, you can look up your own stuff. But yeah, we're gonna put some of the links on the descriptions, so you can check it out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Well, we're here
Thank
every
you.
week, so you like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
subscribe.
That's
If
shit.
if you feel like, you know, you're worthy on your subscription, it's free anyway. It's free. It's not like
Yeah.
Twitch, you know, it's free.
Doesn't
Like,
cost
subscribe.
shit.
Yeah, doesn't cost
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
dislike it because we can still see it.
If you didn't
we
like it.
have the extension, so we can still
Yeah.
see it. So
Exactly.
yeah, signing off. We are not lonely.
We are not lonely. And fuck Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, and Bill Gates. Fuck you, Bill Gates, for
But not like literally
they're gonna
with
make
like a-
you
with
like
like-
sign up for your shit on Microsoft, whatever. You need a Microsoft email for your Windows, and you need a fucking front camera to sign up, and to use Windows is so fucked. Anyway,
I want Windows 10. I'm sticking to Windows
Yeah,
10.
I'm sticking
if
to
that
Windows
sucks,
10 too.
I'm gonna go back to Windows 7. If that sucks, I'm gonna go back to Windows XP, dude.
Vista is still good. Anyway,
Vista. I mean, actually, yeah.
yeah,
to be
Vista
fair.
actually Windows 7 is Vista, but with like a better functionality.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but because the computers could handle it. But okay, I think we gotta go now.
All right,
Right.
cool. See you guys. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks. Oh my
Bye.
god.
Hey, does anybody tell you that you had a kind chin?
Bye, dude.
Do you have a kind?
I'm
Do you have?
I'm stopping
Wait,
the recording.
no, don't go.